feels great. You know, my performance special for you guys. Thank you for my team. You know, thank you for my opponent. He's bringing this very good drama show. You know, this present just for you. Thank you.
Gennady, in the first 2 rounds, he barely.
Nobody wants to fight the guy. Andre Ward is a 160-pound fighter. It'll just Andre Ward's a 175-pound fighter now. He's a light heavyweight. It's unfair for a guy like Golovkin, who's pulling $1 million plus on HBO, to fight a guy like Andre Ward, who's now fighting on BET, commentating on HBO. HBO didn't want to pick up the fight. Golovkin wants to be the undisputed or unified champion at 160 pounds. Will it be able to happen? You got the Andy Lee. You got the winner of the Andy Lee versus Billy Joe Saunders fight. That's for the WBO title at 160 pounds. Golovkin versus any of those guys can happen. You got David Lemieux, who's the 160-pound champion at 100. The IBF 160-pound champion. That fight can happen. But Golden Boy doesn't want it to happen right now. I can understand from a business sense. You got Miguel Cotto, who's the WBC recognized 160-pound champion, who's weighing in at 153 pounds, 153.6, who basically has no interest, and I think he's already shown he has no interest in fighting Gennady Golovkin. Or at least not right now, till maybe after he sees how he fares against Canelo. Canelo would fight Golovkin. But Canelo doesn't have a title yet. If Canelo beats, well, let's listen.
Fight him. Does that go through your mind at all in these fights?
Max, look at this. I'm stay here. I'm real champion. I show just present. I want unification. Big fight. Let's go. Let's do it, guys. Who is number 1 right now? Let's bring it here. I'll show you.
That means Miguel Cotto, I assume?
Yeah, right now Miguel. Respect Miguel. Miguel is great champion. You know, she's a WBC champion. Please, after this fight, I don't know who wins. Just I wait. I stay here. Just I wait my big fight.
Well, maybe your big fight doesn't come until a fighter is courageous enough in and around your weight class to get in with you. I asked Canelo Alvarez last week. He said, maybe in the future, what do you think of an eventual fight with Canelo Alvarez?
No, Max, I told you, not the future. Right now, I'm ready to big fight. I'm ready to Miguel, great champion, guys. I'm ready right now. Just, I bring you the next show.
And finally, there's another name out there who's bigger than you, who when he's active is considered a top pound-for-pound fighter, Andre Ward. What do you think of a fight eventually with Andre Ward?
They cut it off. They cut off the Andre Ward interview. But listen, people say, why don't he fight Erislandy Lara? You know, that's the times where I get pissed off when people say stuff like that, because it just seems to me that like people don't know or understand the political landscape of boxing. Erislandy Lara is an Al Heyman PBC fighter. Unless Golovkin is going over to PBC, then, you know, the fight can happen. But as it stands right now, it cannot. You have Miguel Cotto, WBC champion, who doesn't want to fight Golovkin anytime soon. You have maybe Tureano Johnson, who's the WBC silver champion. You know, he's actually the mandatory after Golovkin. Maybe he'll take the fight. I had an interview with him, and it looks like he would take the fight. It looks like it's a more likely fight to happen. We'll get him back on the phone in the near future. You got Jorge Highland. He's the number 1 guy, the number 2 guy after. Okay, here's how it works with the WBC. You got Miguel Cotto, who's the champion. You've got Golovkin, who's the interim champion. You got Tureano Johnson, who's the WBC silver champion. And then you got Jorge Highland. And then I forgot who you got below that. I believe it's Canelo. It may be Canelo. I'm not sure. So when you look at the WBA, that's the belt that Golovkin has. And that's really the only real belt that he has, the WBA Super World. As I said, David Lemieux has the IBF, and Golden Boy just does not want that fight for Lemieux right now. And politically, I can understand why. The WBO, that's a fight that can happen. If Peter Quillen would have got his hands on that belt, it wouldn't have happened. It's a shame to say, but it wouldn't have happened. So we have to look at now, who can he fight? Right now, I believe he should fight Tureano Johnson next, in my personal opinion. Andre Ward, I understand how fans feel about Andre Ward. Like, why won't he fight Andre Ward? Or why won't he go to 154? Some of y'all, this just doesn't make sense. Politically, I hear what you guys are saying, but it doesn't make sense. So, for the people who don't know, we are recruiting. We are recruiting heavily. If you're interested in covering fights, if you know how to write, if you're pretty good with a camera, if you want an extra hobby, or if you want, something cool to do, you want to meet some boxers, then you should send an email to tstreetcontroversy@gmail.com. The official email link is actually on my About section of this page. Or, send an email to realcombatmedia.com. news@realcombatmedia.com. It must be a detailed email because right now, like I said, we're doing some major things. That's why you see major things happening on the channel. People don't know or understand what's going on. But put it this way. If you like Golovkin, why not go meet him one day? T-Street can make that happen for you. T-Street Controversy live at realcombatmedia.com. As soon as we get any type of news on who Golovkin's going to be fighting, I will let you know. And I'm not entertaining the Timothy Bradley bullshit. Please subscribe.